Good morning and welcome back to school, your senior year at Lewis County High School. I wanted to go ahead and get you started so that you would know what you need to be reading and the videos that you need to be watching, and so that you can go ahead and get started as soon as possible. You should have received a syllabus, but if you have not received your syllabus, you can easily find that syllabus by simply going to my blog, which is eng100lchs.blogspot.com, and that will bring you to the website that you see here on the screen. And if you click here at the top on syllabus, then you can click on the syllabus. I've also copy and pasted the syllabus, but it's not nearly as detailed, as there are certain things that just won't load on Blogger, whereas if you click on the link here, you can actually print the syllabus yourself, or if you prefer just to look at it online and then refer back to it, you may do that. And just remember that that syllabus contains your course calendar as well as a grading table, so that you can put your grades in and you know exactly what you have completed, exactly what that grade is, and what your grade is every day in English 100. As soon as I grade something, put it in that grade table for yourself, just pencil it in, and you can go ahead and do the math, and you know where you stand throughout the whole course of the semester. So again, you can just go back, and I want you to go to home first. Now, when you click home, this is where you will see my posts. I just maintain this blog for you, so I post information that you need. And if you click on home, that's where you'll find that any recent posts that I make. So we're going to start at home. And the first thing that I have for you, and I'm numbering these posts so that you know in what order that you should read them. Number 1, welcome to English 100. And I again linked the syllabus. I tried to link it in as many places as possible so that it would be easy for you to find. The first thing that I direct you to do is to create a Google account, but you actually have a Google account through your school, which is just your school email address and the same password that you use for your school email. Your Microsoft Office password and email address is the same for Google. So if you don't have one, you can simply use that one, which is, I have 2 different Google accounts, but I use my school account more often than not at this point. So I have some videos here to lead you through using Google Drive and Google Docs. Again, if you know this information, there's no reason to spend any time learning anything about Google Drive or Google Docs. But for those of you that maybe haven't used it, it's really a great resource, and it's so easy for you to share documents with me or with each other. The very first assignment for this course is a concussion business letter, where you are writing a letter to the Board of Education about concussions on the rise in youth sports. The first thing that you need to do is click on the concussion reading packet, and it will bring up this packet for you of all the resources that you need to use, but you do not pay any attention to this prompt. Just mark it out. And same thing for directions. You're just going to the readings. So these readings are numbered for you: reading 1, reading 2, reading 3, reading 4, reading 5, 6, and then there's a list of vocabulary. Now, the reason I included this list of vocabulary is because this is jargon for this particular topic, and a good writer will use the jargon that correlates with the topic. So using these vocabulary words correctly just show that you have a knowledge of the topic. Okay, now you can download these and print these if you prefer, if that makes it easier for you to make notes or to highlight the information that you want to use. that's why they're linked here for you, so that you can use them either electronically or you can print them. And then there are 2 videos. I would watch these videos more than once, especially if you haven't had a health class that's covered concussion. It just gives you some background information, which is a really good place to start your letter. And the same thing with how athletes deal with concussion, so 2 different videos. Finally, your prompt is as follows. You will find that hard hits in youth sports can result in concussions that are sometimes temporary, but always serious. What do you think adults in charge of youth sports should do about the risk and increasing incidence of concussions? So that's your question that you are going to be answering in this letter. What do the adults need to do? With the information provided, you will write an organized business letter to the Board of Education arguing your position on this topic. Your position is your claim. It's your answer to that question. Use evidence from the passages and create at least 3 supporting ideas to support your claim. Rebuke a counterclaim to help convince the board that your claim is the most accurate one. Now, I'm certain that you're going to discuss this topic with your friends. You should. And you should come to some answer to this problem. What can the people in charge do to prevent concussions? Notice that all your work must be in MLA format. I've included this video to help you get started, but I also wanted to lead you through using MLA for this letter. So the first thing I'm going to do is log into my Google account, which you cannot see me do just because I have 2 screens, but I'm going to bring it over to your screen for you. So I log into my Google account, and this is where the apps are, commonly referred to as the waffle if you watch any Google videos. And go to Docs, which is where you can create a new document. Create a blank document. The first thing that you want to do is give your document a title, and I recommend beginning with the year that you wrote the letter. As you go on through college, it's going to be really difficult for you to find all the things that you have written. So if you begin with the year you wrote it, it may be easier for you to find it. So this is 2017. This course is English 100. And then you might put your name. I recommend saving your work in this fashion. I know it's a lot of words, but you're going to be sharing this document with me, so I need to know who it belongs to and what assignment it is. And then in the future, you will need to know that as well. So then if you will click on the document itself, the first thing that you need to do in MLA format is insert a page number. So if you click on Insert and then Page Number, you want this one. And in MLA format, you also have your last name with the page number. So you will type your last name, and MLA format is always Times New Roman, font size 12. So even in the header, you have to change that because it starts with a different font. Okay, again, so that is Insert, Page Number, type your last name in Times New Roman, and then click into the body. Now, this is in MLA format, however, you're writing a business letter, so it's vital that you use business letter format, and I have included business letter format for you on my blog. So if you scroll down to this post, you will see the business letter format. Notice that the heading is your street address, city, state, zip code, and then the date, and then 1 space, and then the inside address, which is the person that you are sending it to, a space, and then dear whomever, the body of your letter, and then finally the signature. So let's go ahead and set up our letter in that form. So again, you begin with your address. And then the date. One space, and then the address of the person that you are sending the letter to. I do not know their current address, but good news, we can Google it. Here we are, 96 Plumbers Lane. And then, since this is a business letter and you're writing this letter to the entire Board of Education, it is appropriate to begin your letter with "to whom it may concern," and then a colon. Now, the body of your letter is still going to contain 6 paragraphs. As this is an academic essay, you are stating a claim and you are proving it with evidence, so you still want to keep with a academic essay format. So after you have written all 6 paragraphs, then you will sign your letter, leaving yourself space to actually sign it, because if you decide to send this letter, or if you ever write a business letter that you actually send, you need to leave yourself space to sign that letter. With that being said, this is an MLA format. I have given you all of the resources that you need, and you do not have to cite those sources on this letter. The purpose of this letter is for you to learn to make a claim and to support that claim, and also write a paragraph where you defend your claim against a counter argument or a counterclaim. So this first essay does not have to include a works cited page, so keep that in mind. You are simply submitting that letter to me. Now, if our Blackboard shell is not created by August the 20th, then you can submit this letter to me by simply sharing it. You click on share, and in the box that says people, you simply type my email address, but make sure on this pencil that it says can edit, because you want me to be able to make comments and give you feedback. But if I don't have the ability to edit your document, then I cannot do that. So don't change this to anything else but edit, okay? If you have any questions, please feel free to email me anytime. If something won't load or it won't come up, whatever the case is, just email me and I will be glad to help you. I'm available every morning, and so I